Hey guys, welcome back to Pam's Cutting Board. So I've had several requests for cornbread salad, so today we're going to start. Now they are working on our house, so it may be a little noisy at times, and if it's too noisy I may just take the sound out and have to talk over it. But anyway, let's get started. First, you're going to have some cornbread, and it does need to be cool. So it's early morning. It's about 10 or so in the morning. So we'll go ahead and make the cornbread, and that way it'll be good and cooled, and then we'll finish up the rest of it. So let me turn you guys down to where you can see what I'm doing, how I'm going to first start by making the cornbread, okay? Hold on. Okay, so they were making so much noise that I had to take out the audio and just do a voiceover. So right here I have preheated my oven to 425 degrees, and I put about a tablespoon or two of bacon grease in my skillet, and I'm just heating that and getting my skillet hot. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the cornbread mix, and I put in about a half a cup of flour, and I put in a cup and a half of yellow cornmeal mix. Now the cornmeal mix has some flour in it, but I will add just a little bit of flour too. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 eggs. Okay, I'm adding my 2 eggs like I said. I've already got 1 egg in there. Now I'm going to add, I guess, probably about a 1/4 cup or maybe a little bit over a 1/4 cup of sour cream. I hardly ever measure when I make cornbread. And then I'm going to add some milk, and today I have 2% milk, but you can also use buttermilk or whole milk, whatever you have on hand. I'm trying to turn it around where you guys can see that I have 2%. And I don't measure. You just want your batter, your cornbread batter, to be like a cake batter consistency. And here I'm just stirring it up good, mixing everything together. Now something I didn't do, I forgot to do, is when I take the skillet out, I had a little too much bacon grease, and I should have poured excess down into my cornbread batter, but I didn't. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I just forgot to do it. Putting up everything. Okay, my skillet's hot, so I'm just going to pour my batter into my skillet, and I bake it for around 20 to 25 minutes. You can insert a knife or a toothpick right down in the middle, and when it comes out clean, your cornbread's done. And that's all it is to making cornbread. It's just that simple. But make sure you make it early and it cools down completely. We'll see you guys back in a little bit. And here's the finished product. Boy, don't it look good. This is something that a few of you have requested that I do. So today we're going to do it. Now, let me first start by, I do have a video making my cornbread, and I will have to do a voiceover with that because we've got some people working at our house right now, and when I came into the kitchen and I started making the cornbread, they were sawing and drilling and making all kinds of noises, so I'll have to just do a voiceover with it. But you want to make your cornbread early enough that it's cooled completely down. It's cool to the touch. I just set it out and let it cool down. So I made that probably, I don't know, 8 hours earlier, but you want to make sure it is cooled down. And then you're going to need some beans to make your cornbread salad. And you could actually use black beans, or these are pinto beans, any kind of bean you want. This recipe is very forgiving as well because you can change it up into anything you want. We're going to use some tomatoes. I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, but Wayne loves them, so we're going to do some cherry tomatoes, and I've just cut those up in half. I'm going to do a little shredded carrot. I've chopped up some green pepper, and I finally chopped it because Wayne doesn't like the green pepper, so this is a compromise for both of us. I like to do some broccoli, some carrot, and I do a little bit of green onion. I do some shredded cheese. You could do cheddar. This is the kind that Wayne and I like. It's pre-shredded. It's Mexican style, 4 cheese. So you could do Kobe Jack, whatever cheese you want. Now, a lot of people fry bacon and they crumble it up, but I'm taking the easy route today. I'm just putting some real bacon bits in there. And then for your dressing, you'll want some mayonnaise. You'll need some sour cream, and you'll want a packet of the ranch dry mix. And that's all it is. That's all it is. And these vegetables, you can change them up. If you didn't want broccoli, you want to do cauliflower or anything like that, you could change it up to whatever you want. So, let's go ahead and get started. I think I have some green beans on the stove cooking, so I think I'm going to cut some cornbread off for me and Wayne, so we'll have some for supper. So I don't want to make another thing of cornbread. This will be plenty enough for a salad for us. Now, the amounts of the ingredients is going to be kind of hard for me to tell you because it's all going to depend on how much cornbread you've made, and maybe like me and Wayne, I don't like the tomatoes, he loves them, so we don't put a lot in there so we both can enjoy it. Same thing with the green pepper, but we both like a lot of cucumber, so it kind of depends on what you like.
You don't have to put all those tomatoes in there.
I will. If I get some with tomatoes, I'll pick them out and give them to you.
Okay.
And that's how we do. Now, I cube my cornbread up in just little cubes. That's the way I do it. Almost like the size of a giant crouton. Because when you stir it up, they're going to stir up a little bit too.
That is a double crouton.
You got me now. I can't say crouton.
Crouton.
Crouton. Now, I have known, and I've actually done it myself, the bottled ranch dressing, I've done that. If I don't have the sour cream or something, I've just used the bottled ranch dressing. I've heard some people uses just straight mayonnaise. I've never done that, but I suppose if you didn't like ranch, you could do that too.
That cornbread looks so good. I'm just about ready to reach over.
Well, if you'll notice, there was a little corner that was gone.
I did.
That was my lunch. I made Wayne a sandwich, and I just had a little piece of cornbread. Okay. Now, some people layers it. They have a beautiful bowl. I'm just breaking the cornbread up a little more. And if you have like a punch bowl or a trifle bowl and you want to do it in layers, you could do that. It's beautiful, especially if you take it somewhere, if you have a guest over, but I don't like it that way as much. I like everything stirred up so you get a taste of everything. Whatever how you want to do it, that's up to you. I don't know if I'll use all the beans, because I'm not real crazy about a lot of beans in there. I want some, but not a lot. I'll go ahead and add our tomatoes. What?
You have to put all those in there.
It's fine. It's fine. Like I said, I've got them halved so I can easily... I can pick them out if I don't like them. I like some tomatoes. I love a garden tomato. Comes straight from a garden fresh. I love it. But the ones you get in the store when it's, you know, not seasoned, I'm not a big fan of them. I don't like ketchup. Wayne loves ketchup. Wayne and I, we like a lot of foods the same. We're really blessed in that area, but there are a few exceptions. Wayne doesn't like sour cream. He likes sour cream mixed in casseroles or something like that, but if you bake a potato or taco salads, I love to smother mine with sour cream. He doesn't. He won't even have it. When we go to the restaurant, to the Mexican restaurant, there's a dish he orders and he asks no sour cream. Don't put sour cream on it. He'd probably send it back if they did.
Well, I don't know if because I went by baked potato, but
You like butter. Butter and cheese. He doesn't have sour cream. And you see, I'm not measuring anything. I'll measure the dressing, but I'm not measuring any of this. I'm just putting in what I think I like.
But, you know, I would ask them while we ordered. That way they wouldn't have to take it back.
Yeah, I mean, we're not mean like that. I was saying if they accidentally put it on there, he would probably very nicely. We have respect.
What's that we substitute for me?
It's French dressing instead of sour cream.
Yeah.
Some dish, I forget what it's called. It's a fish dish and they have lettuce and sour cream on the side. And Wayne doesn't want sour cream. He wants French dressing, which is his favorite. We like a lot of onions, so I'm going to put some onion in there. I don't know, it looks so good.
That's a colorful salad.
It is. It is beautiful.
And it's good.
And it tastes good. I was going to say, that is good. This is famous in the South. I mean, and I'll tell you, no matter how many people makes cornbread salad, probably everybody makes it a little bit different. They add different vegetables. And you could, instead of the bacon, if you wanted to add ham, you could do that. I think I need a bigger spoon though. Add some cheese, please.
Wouldn't be right without cheese.
No. I guess that's enough cheese. If you were the one that asked for this, comment and let me know that it was you. Because I can't remember the name of the person. Let me get me a bowl so I can mix up my dressing. I'm going to start with about a cup each of mayonnaise and a cup each of the sour cream, and then let's see if that's enough, because that's a big salad for me and Wayne. We'll eat on that for a few days. We'll eat that for supper tonight, and then tomorrow we'll probably have it for lunch. Wouldn't you say?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Why?
I was thinking there may not be enough left.
Oh, that's if you eat all that tonight,
Yeah.
you're gonna be one sick little boy.
I made a salad the other day and it was humongous, and we ate it.
Yeah, but that's not a main dish up there. That's a side dish.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. Let me get another spoon.
Who's been having allergy problems?
What?
Allergy problems. Who's been having them? I need to know. Because make sure that's one of my problems is allergies.
Yeah, Wayne's not felt good for a couple of days.
I'd like to thank everybody that was praying for our request. Everything's good. Had some tests and everything turned out good. And thank you all for praying.
Yep.
Very much. Thank you.
God moved.
We serve a mighty God.
An awesome God, don't we? Okay, now we just put in our ranch dressing mix. Trying to get every bit of that sour cream out there.
You're around hiding, stand it. We'll be having revival at Stenic Gap Church of God starting July 24th.
Then our homecoming's after that.
Homecoming the weekend, I think. Don't hold me to it,
We'll
cause
try to post it on there, and if you're in our area and you want to come and be with us, we'd love to have you.
a brother Noel from Harlan County. You ever heard the stories of Harlan, Buddy Harlan?
My uncle, years and years ago, I don't know when it was.
I was getting ready to say, yeah.
He actually was killed in the mining strikes. Is that what it's called?
I call it murder.
Yeah.
Tell him. Right there. You can't. But he was. Maybe.
It's a story. It's sad. My uncle. My dad, he wrote it down on paper, so I may have to read it to you later when I get the courage.
I'm sorry, honey. I did get a little.
That's okay.
But he was a great man.
I don't want to add too much sauce, so I just do a little at a time, stir it up, and see if I need more. And we can make more too. That's not enough. Which this is a lot of salad. I probably should have just went with about half of it.
Yeah, that'll do us 2 days.
That'll what?
That will do us 2 days.
Oh yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. I'm not going to add any salt, I don't think. But I'm going to add some black pepper. If you want to add salt, you can.
Well, that looks big time good, don't it?
Yeah, we're going to need all of this, I think.
We gotta be careful now.
Wayne doesn't like anything too saucy.
Too soupy.
Too soupy.
No,
That's what he calls it. Too soupy. I think though it needs the rest of it, Wayne.
Well, go to it. You're the cook.
I don't want to get it too much for you.
Well, it's probably not.
Let me get it stirred up, and then we'll taste it. And there's not much in here left.
Well, go ahead.
But I don't want to get it too much for you.
Why?
Well, I just don't want to do too much. You don't like stuff real...
You know what...
He calls it soupy. You don't want to get it too soupy.
Well, you know what's best. And I'd say that's a little bit dry, too. Especially after we eat some, it'll sit.
It does. That bread soaks it up.
Yeah.
And it like tomorrow, we may actually have to add, like sometimes the next day, what I do, I don't mix this up again. I just use a little bit of the ranch bottle dressing, pour in it.
I always say you're the cook.
Because that bread, it just soaks this up.
Here we're about to have World War III over a teaspoon. That's how much we love each other.
There's a little more in there. I just didn't get it. Oh.
It shows how much we want to please each other.
Okay, you want to take a bite? Let me take a bite and see. I'll take a bite off camera and then come back and let you know if I'm going to add. There's not much in here.
Well, go ahead.
Well, let me take a bite and see first. I'm going to let you taste it. See if you think it needs.
Watch me drop the fork.
Don't drop the fork. The other night here, I think I dropped 3 or 4 forks. I don't know what was going on. Remember that day?
Yeah, forks. It was forks, yeah. Oh, man.
I think it could use the rest of it, but...
Yeah, I said it could.
But you try it and see.
Okay. Mmm.
You want the rest of that? Or you like it just like that? Tomorrow, anyway, we'll have to add a little more dressing because that bread will soak it up.
Good. There's a little tomato.
Mm-hmm.
A tomato.
A tomato. Good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
2 thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his not made it too soupy, but I tell you, tomorrow when we have it for lunch, I'd say I will be adding some more of the ranch dressing, and I'll just use the bottled kind because I'm not going to make all this up for tomorrow. And you can do that. You could have used the bottled kind anyway and not use this, but I do like this a little better than the bottled kind.
Homemade is always better.
So, there you go. Cornbread salad. So, if you guys, you know the drill, and it's not a drill, it's very serious. If you do have a prayer request, we want to ask you to put it in the comments, or you can send us an email. I'll put all that information in the description box so you guys can find it easily. Or if you want to write us a letter, you can. Whichever way you want to get your prayer request to us, we'll be happy to pray for you. Pray for the request that God's will be done. We're praying every day over a prayer book, and God's moving. He really is. And we have a lot of our subscribers that they pray as well, and we appreciate each one of you that do. We appreciate the ones that watch. We want to give a special prayer request for our pastor's wife. Her name is Tina. She's having some health issues, and God knows all about it. And we ask that you will join us in prayer for her. Am I leaving anything else out?
Just be in prayer for the revival. Scenic Gap is a strong church, but COVID hit the church hard, and there's other some death in the church, and we don't mourn for the ones that went on because they're going to heaven.
We mourn for us.
Right. And yeah, remember Sister Tina, she has served the Lord for as long as I've known her. I've known her since she was, I think, 16. And I won't tell you how old she is now. And but she's served God.
While he was talking, I was just thinking that, you know what would be good in here? I've never made it with this, but I was just thinking some dried cranberries would be good. And some sesame seeds. Or not sesame seeds, sunflower seeds. Those would be good in there. I've never made it with that, but I was just thinking that would be good. The next time I may make it with that.
How about some grapes?
No, I don't know.
Maybe I'm just wanting grapes.
I do make a grape salad. That is very, very good. I do that. So, but anyway, we're going to hop off of here. We're going to finish supper, and we are going to eat. See ya.
Bye-bye. Well, I hit something wrong. I gotta...
Part of it.
Is that on you? No, I'm doing this
I need to fix
selfie.
my eye.
Hi.